Welcome everyone to the Let's Play Fall Funtacular week number 6. Today we are playing a game that was actually based on something that I wrote. M&M Minis Madness Minis. And we're just going to start off a new, or no, as in no, I don't want to be playing this game. Because, as I said, I wrote a book. It was called, you know, my life as an M&M. But this game has just stomped all over my book, and it ticks me off so badly that I will show you what about it is so wrong. The first is that I am not red. Red is a stupid color, even though it may be my favorite color, and we are playing this game. It's for the NES, and that's the start menu. It's pretty great. It happens when you hit start. And I just cannot believe how inaccurate this game is to my book. So we're just going to jump through this warehouse that we're in for some odd reason. And, whoa, box. Box is dangerous. There are also no boxes in my book, just so you know. Because my book, that's what this game is supposedly based off of. This is like the movie to Avatar or something, where it's just not based on anything that I wrote. Even the freaking main character's name is changed in that, but that's, you know, that's that. Also, the main character of my book is obviously my self-insert, which is Seichi. But that's that. You know, it's just kind of there. I'm gonna kill this box with my spinning move that M&Ms do not normally possess, because that is also not in my book. In fact, my book would be more of a mystery horror genre than just a platforming thing where you have to bounce on weird sacks of flour or cement or... But you know what? Screw that. We're just going to jump over it because I don't want to jump on that. And I will make this jump, I swear. Ah! Okay, well, we'll make the other jump. And whenever you get a bigger M&M, for some reason it makes an arrow that's not in my book. It's just... the things that aren't in my book. I could sit here all day reciting them, and so I shall. See these windows? Since my book, once again, does not take place in a factory, and darn surprise box, that is not in my book. Get out of my book. Get out of this game. You are not in the book, and therefore you are not in this game. Get out. Stay out. I cannot make this jump. This jump is impossible. Come on. Come on. Ah! No, it's not working. Why is this not working? Come on, get up! Up! Follow the arrow that is not in my book. But it will lead you to salvation because the game will be over and you can stop thinking about it. And then go and read my book, My Life as an M&M, written by Ryuune Seichi. You can probably find it on fanfiction.net. Actually, you know what? I will write a book called that on fanfiction. Why not? Just because I can. But what category would it go under? I don't think they have an M&M category. Well, I have it saved on my hard drive somewhere, you know. So, we're gonna make this jump, because I've made it before, I just cannot seem to... There we go! See, I made that jump. That wasn't in my book. Up to that windowsill that is also not in my book, because this factory, it isn't in my book. I don't know how many times I have to tell you this, but it's not in my book. Oh, we need to jump on that somehow. Okay, well, I can do that. Even though it isn't in my book, I can still accomplish simple platforming things. Let's look up. Make sure to, you know, wait for the platform to come down. We're probably out of its spawning range. Let's try this again. The good old Game Boy Color, you know, it was a system that had very low sprite limits. Like, it's so old, and it also wasn't in my book, but this game has nothing to do with the Game Boy Color, so I won't fault the Game Boy Color. The Game Boy Color, after all, did give us some awesome things that were based on books that I wrote also, but that actually stayed true to the book, such as Pokemon Silver, and, well, that's the only other book I've ever written, actually, was Pokemon, but that's you know, that's there. I do... You know what, screw this noise. I'm just going to start right over, and we'll try this again, maybe get a little further this time. We'll just AAA it up. Again, I am not the car repair service, so do not come calling me if you break down on the side of the road. I will just probably sit and laugh at you for not following the instructions in my book, which is My Life as an M&M, the mystery horror fanfiction of doom and greatness. And we will collect these mini M&Ms, get score that is not in my book, because my book is not based on a score system. What are you talking about? That is madness. And that is one very, very, very tiny pallet lifter machine thing. The only reason I know what a pallet is because I work for Walmart. This is why I write books such as My Life as an M&M, which is still a lot better than this game because it is just not following the source material. Why are you not following my book? Why can I not make any jumps today? Is everything randomly generated? Random generation isn't in my book. After all, it's a book. It's pretty hard to randomly generate anything in a book. If I was reading a book that randomly generated itself, well, actually that'd be pretty cool, because, you know, the story would change every time, and be like one of those, Goosebumps, pick your adventure, horror story type things, and we're just gonna jump across these windowsills that, once again, they aren't in my book, but we will jump them anyway. Now, we will make this platform jump. Oh! We made that jump so hard, and these are probably gonna fall. Go, 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 go! Go! Okay, we made it. And now we're on a skateboard. Skateboarding is most certainly not a part of my book. And, whoa! Okay. That was freaky. Yay! Okay, well, we survived that. And, yep. Just as I thought, that falls. And we're going to murder that tow thing, even though that's not a tow truck, that's a forklift! That is the name of that thing that is not in my book. And then we have M&M minis just coming out of a tube that magically appears out of thin air, which is also not in my book. And freaky graphical glitches, which, well, I think you get it by this point, but that's also not in my book. And this skateboarding thing, man, I just don't even know what to say about that. Whoa, face the correct direction, man. If you're gonna skateboard on a skateboard that isn't in the book, at least skateboard on a skateboard that isn't in my book, in the correct direction. We will murder this box so hard. And we'll murder this box so hard too. And then we'll move on. And see, now this is a normal sized forklift. It isn't in my book, but it's normal sized. Well, let's just keep on going. And there's another box, so we'll murder it. Come on. Ah! There we go. Come on, you want a piece of me? Yeah! Spinning! Spinning for great justice! And then we hit a switch. I don't know what that switch does. That switch isn't in my book. Ah! Come on, get up. Okay. We'll just jump on this thing. We'll just jump. Come on. Ah! Okay. The spring mechanics, just to get away from my book for a second, just a second, but the spring jumping mechanics in this game, they aren't very good. I cannot get up this stupid sack of flour or bouncy balls or whatever is in that sack. That isn't in my book. No matter what's in that sack. Unless it was filled with my book. Then maybe it would be in my book. Because there's this one part where he's in a library, and all of the books in the library are Pokemon Silver and My Life as an M&M. All 16,000 of them. Even though it's just 2 books. So it's technically 8,000 of the same book. But twice. No. Why did this game have to deviate so badly from Pokemon Silver? I'll tell you why. It's because the developer of the game is a douchebag. Whereas the developer of Pokemon is a genius. Because he followed my book to the letter. Just adventuring around Johto place region thing. And, you know, beating up these dudes known as Team Rocket. Or was Team Rocket in Pokemon Silver? I've forgotten the source material of my own book. And we are trapped down here for all of eternity. I'm just gonna run back and forth, maybe try and find a secret passage, spin a bunch, stop spinning. Okay, maybe if I go over here. But yeah, I mean, you know, there was beating up Team Rocket and silver stuff and I just don't even know. We are so trapped down here though, I have no idea. I'm just gonna keep jumping around forever while I talk to you guys about Pokemon Silver. It's gonna be pretty great. Pretty great. Great sauce of greatness and all of the grapes. Except grapes have nothing to do with my book. Just so you know. Because books. Books and Zenny. Zenny, you actually are in my book. You're the murderer. Well, at first that's what I want people to think, but then it turns out that the murderer is truly Fresno. Yes, Fresno is the murderer. I'm sure that surprises and shocks nobody, but he is. He's the one who killed Miss Yellow. Except, that's another thing. My book didn't have these M&Ms named by color. They were named by color in Japanese. This guy's name was Akai, not Red. Red is blasphemy. And I'm just gonna jump this until I can jump no more. Because jumping is what I am doing, even though jumping has nothing to do with my book. Because my book, it is just ruining everything that I wrote. Why? Why must you be that way, game? I'm just gonna keep jumping here. Maybe try and reach that one. No, I'm not gonna reach that platform. You know what? Forget that platform. We're just gonna stand by the switch. Maybe spin around it a bunch of times. See if anything happens. Maybe. Yeah. So I'm just kind of derping it up here. You know, spinning around. And you know what? No, actually, I won't quit. Quitting is for people who quit. And I am not a quitter because I wrote a book known as My Life as an M&M, which this game has nothing to do with at all in any way, shape, or form. It's just so, Yeah. Anyway, so we're just jumping here, you know, spinning and jumping. That's what we're doing. So yeah, I'm just still here in this hole that isn't in my book. And you know what? Forget this game that doesn't follow my book. Oh well, no. Let's not. Let's try it one more time, just to give it a fair shake. Alright, come on. Come on, baby. We can do this. Just get a running jump. Ah! I can't even reach that stupid M&M floating up there. That isn't in my book. There are no little M&Ms in my book. After all, if the M&Ms were eating M&Ms, that'd be cannibalism. And that's my sequel to My Life as an M&M. My Life as an M&M 2. The Return of the Revenge of the Sequel of the Cannibals. It will be pretty awesome, and you should look forward to it. And hopefully, when they make a game based off of it, they will make one that actually follows the book. And in fact, I want this game entirely redone by the people who made it. They need to remake it as My Life as an M&M, the adventure horror story of all time. And I'm gonna quit this game, and that's all for this episode of the Let's Play Fall Funtacular. I have been Ryuune Seichi, the writer of My Life as an M&M, and I am, for one, disgusted by how much this game doesn't follow my book! Ah! Hulk smash! I mean, Seichi! Ah! Smash everything! Until then, later, guys.